Hello and welcome to our live news update. I am Olubenga George. The headlines. No court can stop Tinubu'S inauguration as president. British High Commissioner Ling pays farewell visit to Buhari. And on the foreign scene, South Africa revokes state of disaster status declared over power crisis. In sports, Folarin Balogun to return to Arsenal as Reims rule out permanent deal.
This is Alive TV.
The news in detail. A senior advocate of Nigeria, Afam Osigwe SAN, has said no court in the country will grant an injunction stopping the inauguration of President-elect Bola Tinubu as the president. Osigwe was reacting to an alarm raised by the Department of State Services that there is a plot to call for an interim government and a plan to stop the inauguration of Tinubu through a series of violent protests and attempts to get court injunctions. Speaking in an interview with the press, Osigwe said he will be shocked if any court grants an injunction to restrain Tinubu, who has been declared the winner of an election, from being sworn in. The former lawyer stated that if, hypothetically, the court gives the order to remove a person, it will take effect if it is upheld by the Supreme Court. He added that the right to peaceful protest should be protected by society. Osigwe also slammed the DSS for issuing a press statement, saying that the secret police should have been professional about the comment. And now the outgoing British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Katrina Wendy Ling, has paid a farewell visit to President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa on Wednesday. Speaking during her visit to the Nigerian leader, Ling said she is sad to be leaving Africa's most populous nation after a 4.5 years tour of duty. The British envoy said she's fascinated by Nigeria, particularly the music, dance, culture, adding that she had a fabulous time in the country. She congratulated President Buhari for a very successful 8 years in office, saying he had done very well to hold the country together. In his remarks, the president said the United Kingdom was a second home for many Nigerians, and relationships between the two countries will continue to work strong. President Buhari said he looked forward to retirement in Daura, Katsina State after handing over in May 29, reiterating that he will be as far away from Abuja as possible. In foreign news, South Africa's government on Wednesday revoked a national state of disaster declared in February to manage a crippling electricity crisis, but said that some emergency measures would remain in place. The state of disaster gave the government additional powers to respond to the crisis, including by permitting emergency procurement procedures with fewer bureaucratic delays and less oversight. The government will now work to reduce the impact of power cuts using existing legislation and contingency arrangements, cooperative governance, Traditional Affairs Minister Thembi Nkadimeng said in a statement. The newly appointed Electricity Minister, Kusiensho Ramogopa, said some crisis measure would remain in place. The Deputy Minister of Cooperative Governance, Pax Tao, said that since the establishment of the Ministry of Electricity, there had been discussions about whether the state of disaster was still necessary. State of disaster legislation was used to enable health authorities respond more swiftly to the COVID-19 pandemic, but some analysts doubted it would help the government expand power supply much quicker. And now in sports, Folarin Balogun will return to Arsenal at the end of this season as French League One side. Reims ruled out a possibility of a permanent deal. Folarin Balogun has been on loan at the French League One since the beginning of the 2022-2023 season. The Englishman agreed to a loan deal when he couldn't break into coach Mikel Arteta's first 11 at Arsenal. Since he arrived at Reims, Balogun has been in scintillating form, as he has scored a whopping 18 goals in 30 appearances in all competitions for the French side. Interestingly, Balogun is ahead of Paris Saint-Germain forwards Lionel Messi and injured Neymar in terms of total goals scored in France this season. And that's all on News Update. Thanks for watching.